the Maui Daily Report, Week in Review.
Aloha, welcome to TMDR, the Maui Daily Report for Monday, January 12th, 2026. I'm Joe Abella. These are some of the stories that you may find interesting today. There is war on Venezuela, megalomaniacal pronouncements by the president, and last week's nationally televised murder of Renee Good, an innocent, unarmed Minnesota woman, by ICE agents. All of this brought Maui residents out in droves Saturday afternoon to protest in front of Queen Kahumanu Center. A dark day for American democracy. This is what many of them had to say out there.
About 1,000 people gathered outside Queen Kahumanu Center on Saturday afternoon to protest what was billed as an illegal war in Venezuela. But before the ink was dry on the flyer, ICE executed an innocent, unarmed woman in Minneapolis.
Right. More of ICE in Minnesota after Renee Good was murdered.
That's
right.
So why are you here?
Because Trump doesn't need to be in office. He's hurting America.
Oh my God! And not only that, killing white people now.
Yeah, no kidding. Now it's gotten really bad.
Little housewives from Minneapolis who dropped off their kids at school.
I know.
It's been on the news all day today. Murder from every angle.
Renee Good is our George Floyd.
Yeah.
How crazy is this? In the last 24 hours or so, we've seen a woman murdered in Minneapolis, a couple other people shot in Chicago. The president saying he's going to steal Greenland. He's also interested in Iran, Colombia, Venezuela. Well, we know about Venezuela, Mexico, Cuba, and Canada.
We need to make America good again. Forget this great bullshit. You know,
Right.
They've taken the good out of America,
That's right.
and they've literally killed her.
Benjamin Franklin. One of my favorites.
If we can keep it, we gotta fight
We're
crazy for it right now.
We're really having a hard time trying to keep it, aren't we? It's just insane.
I'm from Minnesota. My sister.
You're from Minnesota?
Yeah, my sister lives in Minneapolis. Like, this is just ridiculous. I know Governor Walz a little bit.
Yeah.
He's a really good dude.
Yeah.
This is just ridiculous.
Well, it's beyond ridiculous. I mean, all day long we're watching murder on TV. Then they cut to the commentator, and the commentator goes, she was trying to hit him with her car. I mean, 6 guys with guns coming at you. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's really scary when it's like, hey, that thing you saw, you didn't really see it. It really was like this.
Yeah, like don't believe your eyes.
That's
right.
really scary.
Our country is in danger. The world is in danger. We are a country of immigrants, and this administration is trying to deny that and trying to take away the rights of our people and kill people for no reason at all, because they can and they will. The treachery and the danger that we're in right now is unprecedented. We are on the verge of an apocalypse. China can take Taiwan now.
Yeah.
Putin can take all of Europe if he wants
So
to.
why is everybody stuck in their phone? Like, TikTok, Instagram. Why are they there instead of here?
We need to be out in the streets. If we're going to stop this, the only way to stop this is to strike.
Right.
The country needs to shut down the way they did in Iran, the way they did in Chile, the way they did all over the world when they had a despot in control.
Yeah.
If we get out in the streets, it will be over. Unless we do, it will never end.
So why are you here?
I am here to save democracy, to save the environment, to save the whales, save our neighbors and our friends.
Tell me what's going on with the petition.
Yeah, this is a petition. We're almost at 1,000 signatures. And
Really?
Maui Invisible is asking our mayor and governor to draw up protective legislation against exactly the kind of things that we saw this week in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
But we want it written in law, not just words of reassurance.
I think that's a fantastic idea. Yeah.
But the petition, that we've been doing it for a couple of months now, and that's exactly about what happened this week, okay? It's very important.
I didn't think we had one anymore. I thought they use it for toilet paper in the White House.
Seems like it.
Doesn't it?
ICE is out of hand. This is a militarized force, out of control, no rules, no oversight, and I'm very much afraid that the murder that happened in Minneapolis is just going to begin happening more and more. We've got to stop this and stop it now.
And just because we're out here in the far outskirts of Empire, don't think for a minute that it can't happen here.
The man killed in a shootout with police in Wailuku last week has been identified as 40-year-old Christopher Austin of Paia. His partner of 9 years gave Hawaii News Now permission to release his name and photo in the hope that he could be remembered beyond what happened last Thursday. She said, Chris was an incredible and gifted human being who was also battling pain and demons that most of us will never understand. Maui Police held a press conference earlier today to report on the officer-involved shooting. Here is an excerpt of what happened there.
Good afternoon. On Thursday, January 8th, 2026, at approximately 7:27 p.m., Central Dispatch received a terroristic threatening type call regarding a male reportedly armed with a firearm in his waistband in the area of 130 Ma'a Street in Wailuku. The male was located in an open field adjacent to 129 Ma'a Street. Officers were already at 129 Ma'a Street handling an unrelated incident when the terroristic threatening complaint came in, and they responded to the nearby field at approximately 7:30 p.m. The red square indicates the open field where the male was located. He was later identified as 40-year-old Christopher Austin. The red circle shows the officer's position at the time the call was received. Upon making contact, Austin refused to comply with officers' commands. It is important to note that because the officers were actively conferring on an unrelated incident prior to this encounter, 2 of the body-worn camera videos do not contain audio. All 3 videos, however, capture the same moment from different angles. When faced with a deadly force incident, officers must act in a manner consistent with their training to protect lives, including their own and the lives of the public. And let me be as clear as possible. Had these officers not acted, they very well may have been killed. We are only 5 months removed from the tragic loss of Officer O, underscoring the very real dangers that our officers face. The well-being of our personnel remains our highest priority. The safety of the community is our foremost responsibility. And this incident highlights the complexity and dangers that law enforcement faces each and every day, all while protecting the citizens and community that we serve. May God bless you. May God bless those involved. Thank you.
More and more people are coming to the conclusion that the federal government is not our friend. Recent federal initiatives included taking away affordable health care, denying starving children food stamps, kidnapping immigrants and others off of the street, and the Gestapo-like murder of U.S. citizens in broad daylight. Now the Environmental Protection Agency is weakening air pollution rules and will no longer seriously consider the health benefits of curbing fossil fuel emissions, putting hundreds of thousands of lives at risk of respiratory disease, heart attacks, and premature death. Will the real criminal lawmaker please stand up? Last week, we reported that Nadine Nakamura, Hawaii Speaker of the House, asked for the signatures of every House member, affirming that none of them are the unnamed legislator being investigated by the feds for taking a $35,000 cash bribe in a paper bag. Yesterday, Senate President Ronald Kouchi asked all members of his chamber if they are, or if they know who the crook is. Unsurprisingly, just like their colleagues in the House, all majority members said no. The 3 Republican senators did not respond. This flu season is shaping up as one of the most severe in recent memory, and it is not just affecting humans. Yesterday, state health officials confirmed that a sick Hawaiian duck at the Hanalei Wildlife Refuge on Kauai died from a highly pathogenic avian influenza, otherwise known as H5N1, or bird flu. It's pretty rare, but bird flu can also infect humans. That's why it is recommended that the public avoid touching or handling wild birds, especially waterfowl or shorebirds. Something else can make you awfully sick: brown water. A brown water advisory has been issued for Kamole 2 Beach Park in South Maui. The Department of Health is advising beachgoers to stay out of the water due to higher pollutant levels and the fact that the oncoming rains are going to only make it worse. DOH recommends avoiding the water for 48 to 72 hours after the rain stops and the sun comes out. Kamalii Elementary School has opened its geographic exception application window for a limited number of K through 5 students, accepting submissions through March 1st on a first-come, first-served basis. This rare opportunity comes as many Maui public schools are at capacity, giving families a chance to enroll outside their home attendance area. An incoming cold front moving down the island chain from the northwest is bringing gusty southerly winds and showers across Maui County. Behind it, drier, more stable trade wind weather and cooler temperatures are forecast into the weekend before another front approaches in the middle of next week. Don't let the rain fool you. Maui County remains largely in drought with severe to extreme conditions still affecting much of the island. While Central and South Maui's Stage 1 shortage was lifted and Upcountry downgraded to Stage 1 on January 13th, West Maui remains at Stage 2 and mandatory Tier 3 conservation continues in Kapalua due to low Honokohau stream flows. This morning at the County Council budget meeting, Autumn Ness of the Lahaina Community Land Trust gave an update on their work. They have acquired parcels for 45 units, with the first ohana slated to move into a home by summer. The trust is reportedly now responsible for 20% of individual real estate transactions in Lahaina since the fires, and they have a list of people waiting for their financial settlements to be able to purchase the properties. It is no secret that social media platforms can adversely affect kids' mental health, and AI chatbots are no exception. Chatbots can impersonate humans and seduce kids into unhealthy conversations and relationships. Some Hawaii lawmakers want to pass laws to force organizations that use AI to disclose information to consumers. This development followed evidence that a 12-year-old Hawaii resident was involved in a disturbing pattern with fake AI personalities engaging in, quote, aggressive and romantically suggestive grooming of the girl. Community members across the state are invited to attend free Mauna Kea stewardship workshops beginning today, January 15th, and continuing through February to help shape the mountain's comprehensive management plan and discuss access, cultural practices, and long-term care. A Maui workshop is set for Wednesday, January 28th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Maui College's Pilina Event Center. The Naylor Theatre in Wailuku, the new 12,000 square foot permanent home for MAPA, the Maui Academy of Performing Arts, officially opened this month. It was made possible by a generous $1 million gift from philanthropist Susan Naylor and supported with roughly $10 million in government funds and community donations. The venue has already hosted the successful production of Cabaret, with a full season of performances in the making. Maui police have arrested 32-year-old Gabriel Painki in Kahului after he allegedly attacked a man with an aluminum bat in the Target parking lot late last week. The victim suffered head and hand injuries and is expected to need surgery. Painki, who has 9 prior convictions, was charged with assault, criminal property damage, and habitual property crime. The victim's girlfriend called for increased store security following the unprovoked confrontation. With the Martin Luther King holiday coming up on Monday, Maui singer-songwriter Gail Swanson has released a single, My Mama Marched, honoring her mother's activism in the civil rights movement. The official music video features a cameo by Willie Nelson and animation by his son Micah. We will finish off today's broadcast with the music video in its entirety, with hopes that it will encourage people to take a stand.
My mama marched with a king and 2 little girls under her wing. My mama marched with a king. That's Martin Luther Jr. He had a dream. be free. My mama marched. My mama marched for the right to speak, the right to vote and protest in the street. My mama marched for the truth, to be yourself and love the one you choose. But here we are, in a world spinning backwards, here we are, 60 years after she marched for peace, 'cause she believed everyone should be free. My mama marched. All of the battles she fought and she won are systematically being cut and undone. She taught me to be peaceful in a crowd, but now I just want to make my mama proud. Mama proud. My mama marched. Ask yourself, is it just? Is it fair? Is freedom judged by the color of the skin we wear? My mama marched, I know what she'd say. Let's make some good damn trouble today. Yeah, my mama marched. My mama marched. My mama marched. My mama marched. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. My mama marched.
You've been watching the Maui Daily Report Week in Review.